Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TNR Season 2, Round 13 at Monza. Now you can see here, it is a wet qualifying. My first 2 laps done on the intermediate tyre there, the second of which bumping me up to P3 behind my teammate Kart Dude. Now here, the last few minutes were dry enough for super softs.
You dropped to P4.
But I went a bit deep there at turn 1, so perhaps costing myself a position there in qualifying. Across the line we would come, would actually go second at the time behind championship rival Wimp, but both of us would have our teammates cross the line later and improve to the front row. So HSV with his first pole of the season and Kart Dude in P2. So it's Mercedes Force India, championship combatants on the second row, and off we go. It looks like the Mercedes both got a better launch than us Force India guys. Kart Dude though, still side by side with Wimp. Love to see what happens into turn 1. I go to the extreme inside with 3 wide. A little bit of contact, hoping no cars will be able to slip through on my inside. None of them did, thankfully. It looks like Nemo's the car in 5th. And indeed, Kart Dude with a great run out of the first chicane and heading towards La Rocha, he's able to shut off the inside from Wimp, who then goes to the outside. I go to the inside, and some great teamwork there from the Force India boys, and we managed to get past Wimp. You'll have seen in front the Mercedes of HSV losing the rear a little bit through that chicane as well. So now it's a battle for the lead between Kart Dude and HSV. Now they're slowing each other up. Unfortunately, I got my first warning of the race, and I was very careful not to do that anymore. As you can see, HSV was slightly holding up the field, but unfortunately for Kart Dude, Nemo came through there and wiped him out. I saw it coming, thankfully was able to avoid contact, and indeed Nemo spinning once again with causing contact behind, allowing Bozza up to 3rd. In the meantime, I caught up to HSV, and I was incredibly lucky that I anticipated that loss of grip from him, because I might have lost my wing, or at least a portion of it there. That was one of the closest moments I had to losing part of my car. He was defending very hard. I've never seen him defend so hard from both Force Indies. In fact, Kart did in the opening laps. Once again, we tried it around the outside of Ascari, but didn't have enough overlap to make that work.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
All the time, Bozza catching up. HSV was lapping pretty slowly, and finally we were able to get past. He had a poor run through Parabolica, and as he tries to stay in front, he actually outbrakes himself, completely misses the first chicane, unfortunately for him getting himself a penalty, even though he lost a position to Bozza as well. So now we actually extended the gap. V-Fingers made his way up to 2nd place ahead of Bozza, and most of the lead pack would pit on lap 12. The only car who had already pitted was, I think it was Kart Dude, my teammate, on lap 10. He went to the medium tyre. We are going to go to the soft tyre.
Go now.
Held myself a bit there by missing the clutch point. And you can see Kart Dude has undercut us. Despite that contact with Nemo, he has the net lead. And we were very close there with HSV. We can't turn across for the left apex there, because that would have impeded his line. And now OP is the last car yet to pit. He's gone long on the softs. We're going to try and get past with this DRS. He'll have DRS as well though, but I think we have the run, and it looks like we're going to blast past the Toro Rosso into the Rettifilio. And indeed, it's a Force India 1-2 for the first time in the race. Kart Dude on the mediums though. Interesting strategy. Will his tyres be quick enough? Will mine hold up to the end? Either way, I follow him for a long time.
We've been awarded a time penalty. We'll go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
And that is incredible. My second warning only.
This is your final lap of the race.
And that got me a penalty, so I'm going to have that reviewed. I've sent that to the steward. And would you look behind, it's my championship rival Wimp on the last lap. He has worked his way through the field with what I've heard were very low wings, or at least fantastic straight line speed. And I'm having to defend really hard to keep him behind. That's OP a lap down. He's had a shocker of the second half of the race. And it looks like we're just going to stay in front of Wimp. Kart Dude has made a run for it in this last lap. Unfortunately, both the Force Indies with a penalty and Wimp not, meaning that he's bumped up to 1st, and the win once again. I think that's the 4th time this season he's crossed the line, not in the lead, and been promoted to the win from penalties. Either way, my penalty will be reviewed, since it was only the second warning. Unfortunately, I didn't look in the race director, which would have helped. Anyway, I've been Jacko. See you in Singapore.